Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of Loki. This is season 1, episode 4. It is called the Nexus event. What happened last time on Loki? So, last time Loki chased Sylvie back into the TVA and then jumped to a planet called Lamentus 1, which is like a planet where a moon was like in the process of crashing into it. Everyone on the planet's gonna die. And the episode was kind of like a buddy cop-esque episode, or like a sibling bonding episode, kind of was the vibe, where they're trying to find a way off this planet, and they're learning a little bit more about each other, kind of gauging the background while also like subtly trying to undermine each other, because one, she wants to get off this place and doesn't want to have him involved. And I don't know if he actually wants to bring her in so that he could, like, whatever he thinks his best shot at meeting and talking to the Timekeepers are. I think that's what Loki's going to do, but they're slowly just kind of like acclimating to each other, and, they decide, let's get off this planet. It doesn't work. The Ark shuttle thing that they were going to try and get on, blows up, and just, they're stuck there now. Important info that we did learn is that all the people that work at the TVA are just variants. So Mobius told Loki that everyone was created by the Timekeepers, all the TVA agents that work there, but turns out they're all just regular like variants and people from Earth that were like taken. They probably went through that bureaucratic process, and then while some of them might have been erased, a bunch more were probably just taken. Maybe those sticks don't actually like erase you. They just kind of like cloud your memory, and then you become an employee. Although, if they use that on Loki, I presume you'd probably see him in the hallway and be like, that's Loki. So maybe it's just like the lesser known, like if Avengers come in there, variants of Avengers or famous people come in there, they might be like, let's just erase you. But if it's like some unknown dude, jet ski salesman in the 90s, maybe they'll be like, oh, perfect, you can come along. And like that pen that Renslayer has could be like, it could be from a previous version of Mobius, because he brings her gifts, or it could be from like her past life where she was like a teacher or something. So lots of theories abounding. We left off with them not being able to get off the planet because the ship crashed, and that's where we're heading into now. Before we jump into this episode, though, please consider leaving a like on the video. It helps the algorithm a ton. Comment, all the above, any thought you have, just comment it. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions from me to the final 3 episodes of Loki and beyond, other shows. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, consider checking out my Patreon. I post the full uncut reaction in watch-along format to all the shows that I watch. And there, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos, like this guy right here. But other than that, let's jump into it. Let's go! So excited. Is that Asgard? What'd it do, Asgard? Is this Sylvie's past?
On the authority of the Timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Just a little girl.
You said it.
Oh no. What did she do? Just the fact that she's a girl? How does she escape? That's the real question. Is that C20, the same one that she enters into the mind of? Hey, yo, who you is? So she didn't have time to grow up and be all mischievous. Maybe that's why she's not very similar to the Loki we know. Oh wait, is that Renslayer? She was just a regular old person. Akko Taco. She's got a personal vendetta. She's the one that got away. This is some mystical stuff. Enter Kang the Conqueror? Possibly? No way. This is a projection. This is like a... They're not real. No. No way. It's gonna be like a projector in the background with a smoke machine.
I need access to Mother C20.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Look, when we found her, she kept saying, it's real, over and over. I need to find out what that meant.
Her memories. That's what she's talking about. Her memories were real.
She could have information.
She's dead. Mobius.
What?
No, she's not. Really? No way. They killed her. I don't trust it. He's getting lied to.
Can I trust you to keep that between us?
No. Heck not. Get out of town.
The TVA showed up, erased my reality, took me prisoner.
Her home was gone.
Because I'm not supposed to exist. And so that's where I grew up. The ends of 1,000 worlds.
That's depressing. That must have sucked.
That's where I'll die.
Ooh, she's probably got some thoughts in her brain.
No.
She's probably worried they're gonna kill her too.
We need to find them.
Because they went in. She went inside her brain. Those are some big chunks. Those are some heckin' big chunks. Big chonkers.
We may lose. Sometimes painfully. But we don't die. We survive.
Except when you meet Thanos. He breaks your neck.
You had rings around them. You're amazing.
You are the superior Loki. Yo, if they kiss,
Who's got something?
I'm gonna be so mad.
Tempo lock.
You ever seen a branch like that?
No.
So what? That's just like straight up. What are they doing in this moment that's causing that? You go through the door. They got him. What? So did the Timekeepers change their mind and be like, you know, them living is part of the sacred timeline?
What am I? The god of self-sabotage, eh? The god of backstabbing?
He's kind of an asshole and bad friend.
Yeah, chew on that for a little bit.
You're just kind of an asshole. What is the Red Room of Death?
The TVA is lying to you.
Ooh,
Put him in.
it's gonna cause some doubts though. Sif. What's up, Sif?
A bad memory prison? How quaint.
What? Why? Is it just gonna be person after person coming in? Hopefully we get some big names. Come on, Chris Hemsworth. Get in here, boy. Idris Elba.
Conniving, craving,
Ah, dang. It's
pathetic
just,
worm.
I mean, she's cool. Jamie Alexander's dope, but
I hope you...
she just keeps kicking him in the balls. Classic Loki. Anytime he gets up, hair flies back. Oh, Struggle City, boy.
Come on,
Well, this is what I do.
And this
So
is what
she
I
knows things, I'm guessing. She just doesn't want to tell him.
Mobius,
She's got doubts.
did Loki say anything while you were in there?
Yeah. So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
She's got some past memories that she needs to work through after Sylvie took over her mind.
It's because I'm scared of being alone.
Is he trying to like unlock the secret to getting it to stop? She gonna knee him again?
You are alone. And you always will be.
That's so sad, dude. Oh, Mobius. What's up, boy?
She's difficult and irritating, and she tries to hit me all the time. No. Not partners, no.
Yeah, I guess you don't do partners.
Except when it's Thor. Sometimes he is partners with him.
She's already been pruned. So assume I do set you free. Is that
What did you say? What?
Good riddance.
Okay, stop. Just tell the truth, guys. Come on.
I mean, no wonder you have no clue what caused the Nexus event on Lamentus. Both of you are just swooning over each other. I guess.
Does that count as incest or masturbation?
It's breaking my reality right now. What a
That was close to
incredible
wow.
seismic
Right now.
narcissist. You fell for yourself.
Her name is Sylvie.
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The Timekeepers didn't create you, they kidnapped you from the timeline and erased your memories.
So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family. A life.
Nice try.
Come on, Mobius. My dude.
You know, all the liars in this place, and there are a great many. You're the biggest.
Why? Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Because you're lying to yourself.
I mean the lies you tell yourself.
Ooh, maybe she heard him through the door. She's having a, that actress is actually low-key doing a good job. Loki, doing a good job. She is playing the coming unhinged, going from stoic, anger person to, seeing her slowly unravel. Is she gonna prune herself? Oh no, it's like, oh God.
Come with me.
I thought she was just gonna let her go. I was like, what? I mean, she still might, but
If you could go anywhere, anytime, where would it be?
I can go anywhere, anytime.
You know what I mean.
Miami, 1997. Jet Ski City.
Anywhere and anytime on the timeline. Where'd you go?
Miami, Daytona Beach, 1995. Someplace that has jet skis is where he wants to go.
I received word from the Timekeepers. They want to personally oversee the variant's pruning, and they want you there too.
Oh, so they can prune him because he's having doubts.
Something just seems a little off.
I wonder how often he has to get reset.
Friendship like ours is uncommon and worth fighting for.
Seems a secret
Yo, boy! He's straight playing her.
I showed you your life before the TVA. The Timekeepers took your lives from you. From all of you. Your variants.
We're the same.
Ooh, I don't know if she'll appreciate that line. She's just unlocking them all. This is low-key like a... Low-key. It's kind of a beautiful moment, honestly.
I look happy.
Probably were.
What now?
Now you help overthrow the government! Let's go! What is he gonna learn? Does that have like text messages on it? To Ramona. To Renslayer. From the Timekeepers. Good job lying to everyone. XOXO. Kang.
This is a place that I've been. Because of the TVA, this was a memory. I lived down there. I went to that bar. I had friends. I had a whole life on the sacred timeline. Calm down. I'm a variant. So are you. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
Oh, she was there. She heard it. She lied to him directly. My dude Mobius, you gotta run.
So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis?
Heck yeah. It's like when two negative numbers cancel each other out. Two untrustworthy people siding together. Obviously means you can trust them.
About the TVA. You were right from the beginning. And if you want to save her, you need to trust me. Can we do that?
Okay, dang. So it's gonna be B-15, Mobius, Sylvie, and Loki.
Whatever you want to be. Even someone good.
Yeah.
I mean, just in case anyone ever told you different.
Oh, that little smile. You can be whoever you want to be. Oh shit. Awkward.
I think you have.
You know where I'd go if I could go anywhere.
Daytona Beach,
Where I
1997.
was originally from. And wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. Maybe I had a jet ski. That's what I like to do. Just riding around on my jet ski.
Prune him.
No! No! Oh, God damn it! Are you kidding me? Dude, screw you, Ravona. He was your friend.
He was that friend!
Yo, B-15, where you at, girl? You need to come jack some people up. God, she looks so hot. With the wet hair and that outfit, god dang.
Do you remember me?
I do. What do you want to say?
It was enough to take my life from me and lead to all of this. Must have been important.
So, I don't remember.
God, you a bitch. I hate you. She deems it like so insignificant that it's not even worth remembering. I bet she does remember.
Gracious timekeepers.
No way they're real.
As promised.
They look like robots. Oh, maybe they're real. That guy's got a... He's like a walrus.
I think.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't be trying to delete you so hard if they weren't threatened.
No, variant, you're nothing but a cosmic disappointment. Delete them.
No, I'm not done with you yet.
Awkward, it's not working. B-15, let's go! Yeah! Yeah! You a bad bitch, let's go! Whoop. Let's go, B-15! Don't delete her. Oh, okay, they just knocked her down. It's fine. Yes! Kill them all! Is he better with a sword or something? She's like, I just like my fists. Do these things die? It almost looks like they don't even have faces. Yo, she must be
This time, I finished the job.
experienced. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Gang gang. They're robots. They're not real. I knew it. I was gonna say, they almost looked like animatronics. It's like Wizard of Oz. Where's the man behind the curtain?
Mindless androids.
Who controls them?
Then who created the TVA?
Loki created the TVA.
I think this was it.
It's all Loki! That would be crazy. It's like the Council of Ricks from Rick and Morty.
This is new for me.
It's real. He likes you.
What is it?
Kiss. Mwah. Oh, no, 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 no. You! Bitch! I hate you! You're the worst.
Do it. No. You're gonna tell me everything.
God damn it. Oh, oh no! Are you kidding me? There's a post-credit scene. Never mind. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Things are gonna be fine. Oh, Mobius and Loki. There's no way they're dead. Please tell me when they stab him with the little stabby stick that it doesn't kill them. Right? Like, come on. God, they were about to kiss and everything. That was gonna be a very satisfying, but like weirdly incestuous slash like is that considered masturbation? I don't know. Because they're both the same person. I mean, it's a little less weird because like she's a girl and he's a guy, so like just pure optics of it, when people see it, I guess they don't think it's as weird, but like he's kind of just like in love with himself. It's very narcissistic. He's alive. Let's go! Gang gang. Is this where they go when they're pruned?
Am I dead?
Not yet.
Who's that?
But you will be unless you come with us.
No way! Was that an alligator? Okay, I gotta go back and pause at that. What the frick? Okay, so there's an old dude, old version of Loki who just been running around for a long time, little kid version of Loki, and an alligator. And then a black Loki that looks like he's got like a handcrafted Mjolnir. Like it's like a wrench. And then it just like bolted on hammer. In what looks like... I think that's Avengers Tower in the background. So I think we saw this world, right? In the trailer. This was one of the places Loki went, like we saw Loki in. But I guess we didn't realize that this was where you go when you're reset. Or at least where the Lokis go. Maybe they all go to their own specific places. So he's not dead yet. That's good. Where's Mobius? Yo, that's so funny that there's a freaking alligator. Oh, man. I love that. Okay, this episode sent me on a roller coaster of emotions. Like, oh my gosh. So, right off the bat, we got the backstory of Sylvie, like what happened to her. We don't know yet what her Nexus event was. Maybe she didn't even create a Nexus event, because if these timekeepers can theoretically see, forward, backward, all in time, maybe they knew. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe they foresaw her and our Loki connecting and causing that like straight up Nexus event, and that's why they took her to prune her. But if they saw that was gonna happen, I feel like the most prudent option would just be to leave her alone. So who knows what happened to her. Maybe her Nexus event was literally just being a girl. Although if that was true, you would have thought they would have, come after her and pruned her well before that, right? And then Renslayer goes and talks to the robot timekeepers. As soon as I saw them, I was like, they don't look real. Like we already knew, or we already suspected, right, that they were not what they seem to be at minimum. I've been kind of thinking, like, the whole time, as soon as they started talking about these guys, like, oh, they run everything, but you can't see them, I was like, is this a Wizard of Oz situation? Like, and it was. But, Mobius even is having some doubts right away. He's like, he's trying to do his job effectively. He's like, I want to talk to C20 and figure out, what was going on with her. And immediately Renslayer's like, she's crazy. You can't talk to her. Like, immediate lockdown of information. Like, if you were a police detective, right, and you're trying to, work your way through a case, and the people above you are like, hey, you're not allowed to talk to this witness at all. They're crazy. And you had already kind of talked to them and they were perfectly fine, you'd be real suspicious. Like, stuff is not going the way it should be. I mean, even B-15 is having hella doubts. She's like, what is happening right now? Because we kind of saw it right when she woke up in episode 2. She was like kind of startled. And that's because we didn't know at the time, but, looking back, we know Sylvie showed her memories, right? And so she is just having like an internal struggle. She's kind of like having a mental breakdown in real time, which is, it was really cool to see that actress. I don't know the actress's name, but if you're that actress and you see this video, props to you, because she played the part so well of going from this like stern, like militaristic individual to having her like world shatter in front of her, piece by piece, and she played that so well. Like, the moment, I'll get to it later, but the moment where she sees her memories, that was weirdly the most like heartbreaking moment of this show. But yeah, so Loki and Sylvie they're gonna die presumably, but they're like holding hands and like falling in love before they die. I don't know if she feels the same way about him as he does about her, but like, I would like to believe so, because I don't know, it's kind of cute and fitting that Loki falls in love with himself, because he's always been a huge narcissist. So the fact that he's like falling in love with just a different version of himself is kind of funny. I don't know how I feel about it, though. It kind of gives me the same type of vibes as in Game of Thrones when Jon is falling in love with Daenerys. It's like, does this count as like incest, or is this like, in this situation, is this like masturbation because you're the same person? Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I like it, but it's also weird. And I don't know. But yeah, they capture him because this like them falling in love or like being together, whatever, creates a Nexus event that's like so strong that like usually all the other times we saw the timeline branching, it was like a diagonal line and it was going there eventually. But this one was like straight up, like, and it was powerful enough to go straight up in an apocalypse, right? So like, what does that mean? Like, what specifically was happening in that scene that was causing that to happen? I don't know, and I want to know really bad. Loki gets put in this time prison cell, which is just a time loop of Lady Sif telling him how horrible he is, like he's reliving a past memory, which is so funny. It was dope. First of all, dope to see Jamie Alexander come back, because I think of all the people in the MCU, she is one of the people that's like totally willing to just be like, yeah, I'll come back. Because she's gonna be in Thor: Love and Thunder. We know that. And then she's been in episodes of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So like she's definitely not above being in TV episodes. I mean, and even this is like these, the Marvel TV shows right now almost feel like they're above regular TV, if that makes sense. Like her being on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was dope, but like technically Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't considered canon anymore. And I don't think you would ever have seen like Tom Hiddleston come and make an appearance on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything like that. But it was cool to see her. I really enjoy her. She's in another show. Is she in Blind Spot? Is that what it's called? I haven't seen that, but I've heard it's pretty decent. But yeah, Loki's he's getting softened up in the time cell. Meanwhile, B-15 is having more doubts, trying to gauge Mobius, be like, hey, what did she say? Because she wants to know what the frick is going on. And then we have a nice little, not nice, but like an interrogation scene between Mobius and Loki, where he's poking and prying. He tells Loki that Sylvie's dead, which makes him angry. And he like actively calls him out. He's like, you're falling in love with Sylvie. Like, that's, first of all, cute, but also weird. And that's when Loki snaps and he's like, you're all variants. Like, you've been lied to this whole time. And the doubts that Mobius has, they're just digging deeper. And he's not at the point yet where he's like, okay, I believe you. But it's eating away at him and he doesn't know why yet. And Loki's like, you're the biggest liar. The lies you tell yourself. And because he's probably been lying to himself for a while and he doesn't realize it. But then, because he is like an investigator at heart, like he's got to know, he needs to know what's going on. It's eating away at him. Like, why won't they tell him what's going on? And he's going to find out one way or another. So he has, he hangs out with Ravonna, they're friends or whatever. I wonder if she's reset him before. Like, how many times has if he's been reset multiple times, like, maybe that pen was his, because he brings her all these gifts. Maybe he brought her that pen, and this is like the second version of him, right? And she's had to reset him before. I don't know. And like that pen is like because he's probably brought her all the other things except maybe the snow globe. Maybe the snow globe was like the first thing that he brought her, and then maybe what was the snow globe? Where was the location? Was it like a beach area? Maybe he went there and saw, jet skis or whatever and had some doubts, or it triggered memories or whatever. And then she kept that, and maybe he had also given her a pen or whatever, and then she had to reset him. And that's where the pen comes in. I'm not sure. But he is low-key, I say that a lot, sorry. This just worked its way into my vocabulary, and it's fitting that it's also the title of the show. He's like playing her, right? So as soon as she gets up to go put that sword out, he switches the temp pads because he needs to know what's going on. And then in my opinion, other than the last like 5 minutes of this episode, I think my favorite moment of this show, like at least of this episode so far, was B-15 taking Sylvie to the rocks cart in the rain. Like, she takes her there because it's an apocalypse. They're not going to track them technically, right? And she is like, what did you do to me? She's freaking out. She's freaking out in her head. She's like, I need to know. Sylvie tells her the truth. She's like, these are all your memories. And she says, show me. And probably, in my opinion at least, the most, honestly, like the most, other than the first episode when Loki's watching his entire life unfold, this was the most, like, emotionally beautiful moment in this show. Like, hats off to this actress. She killed it. When Sylvie's showing her past life and her memories, I almost like started to tear up because it was just so beautiful watching her experience her life, the things that have been taken from her. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was like, hats off to her. She killed it. Like, wonderful. And then she's like, all right, what do we do? Because she's obviously at that point, when you get shown your entire previous life and you realize what the TVA has taken from you, you're not going to be on their side. So she's like, all right, I'm on your team now. What happens next? And she becomes part of the plan to take down the TVA. And then Mobius, because he's an investigator and he never trusted what Ravonna was saying to him in the first place about C-20, he's like, I gotta see this, because she's like, oh, she couldn't even form words. And he's like, she seemed fine. So he's like looking at the interrogation thing, realizes that what Loki said to him was true. They're all variants. And C-20 had her life taken from her and was pruned. And Renslayer was there in the interrogation. He's like, yo, she straight lied to my face. So he goes to get Loki. And they come out of the room and it's just like, oh, shit. Weren't expecting you guys to be on the other side of the door. And I like his, like, stand up for yourself moment right there where he says, he's like, where would I want to go? I want to go wherever it is you took me from. Whatever my life was, I want to go there. Maybe I had a jet ski. It was Daytona Beach, 1997. I was a jet ski salesman. I was a jet ski instructor, maybe. And then probably the moment, I already was upset at her, right? Like, I already was upset at Renslayer for just, like, the way that she's going about things. And then she does the unspeakable. Just pissed me off. Instantly took her from, like, I'm not a fan of yours to I hate your guts. I hope you die. She pruned Mobius. I was so mad. He better come back, right? Like, if he doesn't come back, I'm going to be furious. There's 2 episodes left. He's got to at least come back in the finale. Because that's infuriating. That her friend, was she playing him the whole time? Like, how much does she know? Presumably she knows everything, right? Did she know that the Timekeepers were robots? I don't know. Is she, is Kang the Conqueror at the head of this? Did he create the Timekeepers? Like, these robotic figures? Did he create these personas? And it's really just him in charge? And he lets his girlfriend be like next in line or whatever. I don't know, because she started out as just a regular person. Maybe when she was just a regular agent or whatever, the Timekeepers were real, and then maybe Kang came in and killed them and allowed her to like not get killed as well if she played her role. I don't know. But she takes him in the elevator, and Sylvie's like, you know, what did I even do? Like, if I'm gonna die here, I want to know, you know, what was it all? What was the point? Like, what did I do that made me worthy of death? And Renslayer is just like, I don't even remember. And that has to piss you off. Like, as a person, if the person that was brought to kill you is like, man, I don't know and I don't care. Like, you're not worth the thought process of remembering that. That's got to be infuriating. But then she brings them in front of the Timekeepers, and they're like, we ain't afraid of you. And it's like, okay, you clearly are, though. Like, if you weren't afraid, you wouldn't have this, like, TVA-wide manhunt and directive to kill these people if you weren't afraid of what they could do. And rightfully so, they should be afraid. And then B-15, like the bad bitch she is. Sorry about using the B word. It's just like, she's dope. I didn't like B-15 at first. As soon as she started to have her mental breakdown, though, hell yeah, B-15, let's go. Part of the gang. And she didn't get pruned either. She just got, like, knocked unconscious, which is top shelf. Top tier A1. She comes in, and she helps him fight. And they win their fight, and they cut off the head of the Timekeeper, and it's a robot. Like, did I call it or did I call it? I feel like as soon as they walked into that room, I don't know if I finished, like, saying the actual words, but I was, like, in my head, and I think I can't remember even if I said it. I was like, that looks like a robot. I might have gotten distracted by the walrus guy. But, like, or at least as soon as the first middle one started talking, I was going to be like, that's a robot. And then the next guy started talking, and I was like, well, maybe not. Because he looked like a walrus. But so they're robots, but like something else is above them, controlling them. And I don't know what it is. And then Loki is about to like confess his love to this girl. Like, he's about to be like, you know, I don't know what happened, but we're real. Like the callback to On the Train, where they're like, they both had been with plenty of people, but they could never find anything real. And then now that they have each other, you know, what they have, whatever it is real. I don't know if it's like romantic or like deeply, deeply platonic, like where they're friends, but like they would die for each other, you know, maybe it's that, maybe it's like, I want to kiss you type stuff. Who knows? But right as he's about to say it, Renslayer prunes him, and it's like, no! You whore of Babylon! I hate your guts, you charlatan! Just the worst. Ugh. And that pisses Sylvie off rightfully. And she puts her down. And then is like, all right, you're about to tell me everything. Like, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to put you through hell. I'm going to search through whatever memories you had. You know, if she has memories, because presumably she was taken from her timeline as well. But she's full Stockholm Syndrome and is just full team Kang the Conqueror. I don't know if it's Kang. I'm just going to assume it is. She's full team bad guy right now. And Sylvie's like, I am going to ruin your life. You have taken everything from me. You've taken my entire life, my potential new boyfriend slash best friend slash who knows gray area. You've taken this new cop friend that I possibly could have made, and you knocked B-15 unconscious. We had a beautiful moment in front of our rocks cart. Like, she's like, you're gonna tell me everything. And then the episode ends, and I was like, no! Like, if that's how that episode ended, I would have been devastated. Like, that would have been the worst thing. But then, like I always do, I just kind of like scrubbed, just hovered over the timeline, and I saw that there was a post-credit scene, which... What? Loki wakes up in a apocalyptic scenario. Maybe he was, when he's pruned, that's where you go to an apocalypse and then you just die. Like, maybe pruning you doesn't actually kill you. It just sends you to one of these places. But there's a whole bunch of Lokis there. So maybe they all got sent there when they got pruned. Yeah, like I said, one of them is an old man Loki. One of them is a little kid Loki. One of them's a big black dude with a makeshift hammer. I presume that's a Loki. Maybe it's a version of Thor, but like he's kind of dressed like Loki. So I assume it's him. Maybe it's a version of Hela, who knows? But I assume they all would be Lokis. When I made a joke, when I was like, it's all Loki. It's a council of Lokis. Like, it's like Council of Ricks from Rick and Morty. Did I call it or did I call it? Because freaking Council of Lokis showing up, being like, what's up? You ready to join the team called World Ending Destruction Squad? I don't know. But it's just an old man with a duffel bag with the big horns on, and it's like he's got classic Loki costume. I feel like that's the old school Loki costume. It's like when in WandaVision when Vision had his like old school costume on. It just it looks so funny. And then we got little kid Loki. I wonder if any of these other ones are from the comics or not. And this kid is just holding an alligator with a Loki crown on. Like, I hope that the one that said, come with us if you want to live, like, come with us if you want to live. I hope that was the alligator talking. That would make my day if it was an alligator. How did that happen? Like, did Odin just decide, I don't need this frost giant kid. I'm going to adopt an alligator. Like, what? I mean, we've already seen that, like, he can come in various shapes and sizes, right? Because before he went to Roxcart, it was like this big, monstrous version of Loki. And a version of Loki that won the Tour de France. Speaking of which, did you guys see that crash in the Tour de France? 2 crashes, actually. The one where the girl, and this is a tangent, sorry, but the one right away where that girl had the sign, and then it took out like 100 riders, like right at the beginning. That sucks for them. Also, that girl is like getting sued and just like accidentally ruined her life for holding a sign. That's crazy. And then the other one where the guys, they were sprinting, like in a final sprint to win a leg, and they both went down, and one of them broke their collarbone. That was like, and he was like a legit, like, possible gonna win the whole thing type rider. Whatever, tangent aside. So we've seen Loki can come in various forms, but an alligator? I mean, I guess because maybe we could, is this Loki just from an all animal world? Because we know there's a Throg where Thor is literally a frog. That's a thing that exists. So I don't know, man. This episode was crazy. Like, holy crap. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna use for my thumbnail. Should I put this as the thumbnail? I don't know, because I want people to watch the video. Because weirdly, my Loki reactions are the least viewed out of WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I kind of need some clickbait. I mean, it's not really clickbait though, but like, god dang. I don't know what else to say. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below. Was the last 8 minutes of this show as devastating to you as it was to me? Was your mind physically ripped out of your brain and exploded in the post-credit scene? Like, what the piss? What do you think? Who do you think's in charge? Like, what's going on here? I don't know. Yeah, look, all your thoughts, let me know down below. Help feed that algorithm, please. It would mean a lot. And then, yeah, that's all I got. So if you liked this video, please leave a like on the video. It helps my channel out a ton, helps my videos get seen more. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions from myself to the final 2 episodes of Loki, to any other show that I'm watching. So ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. There you can become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos, like this guy right here. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I love you. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.